Manager David Moyes takes this opportunity to reintroduce Louis Saha, who scored twice when Everton won 3-1 at Upton Park in November. Brazilian Joe can't play in the cup final because he's on loan from Manchester City, so Moyes wants to see if Saha is over his injury problems. Leon Osman and Lars Jakobsen return. Jakobsen starting at Goodison Park this season for the first time. West Ham are still hoping that they can squeeze into Europe by finishing 7th in the table, but their hopes were dented when they lost 3-0 at home to Liverpool last Saturday. Jack Collison, who scored his first goal for West Ham, the corresponding fixture at Upton Park, is back from his dislocated kneecap after 2 appearances as a substitute. Top scorer Carlton Cole is also fit again, but must settle for a seat on the bench alongside Junior Stanislas, who steps down to accommodate Collison. Everton's last fixture at Goodison Park this season, a season that secured another top 6 finish under David Moyes, no matter what happens here or at Fulham next weekend. And there's still the FA Cup final at Wembley to look forward to at the end of May. West Ham haven't got a good record at Goodison in recent times. They've won on just 1 of their last 12 visits. But this season, like Everton and Hull, West Ham have actually lost fewer away games than home games in the Premier League. Trevor Francis.
Yes, good afternoon everyone. Beautiful afternoon for football. Slight wind up, but the pitch is in immaculate condition. I'm sure that Everton are playing in front of a full house here. These fans have been magnificent all season. They look to go out on a high note. But I'm sure that 1 or 2 players, it's only natural with the cup final 2 weeks away, we'll have one eye on that. As for West Ham, well, certainly Gianfranco Zola has really stabilised things since he's been at the football club, and they'll be looking for a better performance than what they put in last week against Liverpool.
Yeah, West Ham beaten 3-0 by Liverpool at Upton Park last weekend, but they had conceded only 4 goals in the 9 Premier League games they'd played before encountering Liverpool. And by Kovac, looking for Di Michele, had just strayed offside then. Yoba, they're getting an extended run at the back alongside Jolie and Lescott because of a terrible injury to Phil Jagielka. Here's Baines, Saar with a move to the near post there. Tompkins with a header clear. Everton looking to find some impetus early on. Pina. Morton. Di Michele. Was looking for Tristan there, the Italian alongside the Spaniard in attack for West Ham. Back come Everton now with Saar. Osman has made a forceful run forward. And again by Kane. We'll stretch that for Lescott. Pina looking for Baines. He's got him behind Neil. Tompkins again to clear for West Ham.
It's certainly an enterprising start by the home side. Beautiful ball from Pienaar inside the fullback Neil for Baines.
Baines again. Now Pienaar. 3 very good clearances already from James Tompkins, the 20-year-old at the centre of the West Ham United defence alongside Matt Upson.
Just a quick word, Tony, about the 2 formations. Both teams playing 4-4-2. But it's interesting that we anticipated Cahill probably playing the closest to Saha. In fact, that's not the case, because Fellaini, he's playing as the link man, and Cahill playing in a more natural midfield position. But as you would imagine, he's the attacking one of the 2 central ones, with Phil Neville doing more of an anchoring role.
Who is Everton's joint top scorer this season with Manuel Fellaini. Saar. Here's Fellaini. Lovely take by Pina. Held up now by Neil. Saha! Really good attempt by Louis Saha, who got those 2 goals for Everton at Upton Park back in November.
Once again, excellent build-up from Everton. Pina one against Neil. Elects to come on the inside of him. Plays it to Saha, takes one touch, and rather drags his shot wide of Robert Green's post.
Louis Saha was one of David Moyes' summer purchases last year. Everton did leave it late to dip into the transfer market. There were only 5 days available to Moyes before he signed Saha and also Fellaini. Jakobsen, another one to come in last summer. Kovac on by Noble, looking for Tristan. As you mentioned, Trevor, Everton keeping that high line, keeping it almost on the halfway line.
Yes, they have the confidence to do it. Just wonder if they realise that the gentleman they're looking to put his flag up, as you mentioned, isn't a recognised linesman. He is a recognised referee, of course, Mr. Tanner in his own right. So it's a little bit of a gamble, but certainly up to now, they've worked it very well, very much to their benefit.
Okay, looking for Pina. There's escape from Kovac. It's Pina's shot! It's a magnificent effort by Steven Pina.
Well, Pina comes off the left touchline, finds himself in a central position, plenty of space. West Ham slow to close him down, so he's very much thinking of taking the shot on. You can see how close it is, always moving away, desperately close to beating Robert Green and giving Everton the lead.
Steven Pienaar, the South African international, was saying this week that David Moyes has made it clear that he doesn't want any slacking either this week or next Sunday at Fulham, Everton's final Premier League fixture.
Well, as a manager, you want to finish as high as you possibly can in the Championship, and they see they've got 2 games left, 1 point behind Aston Villa. David Moyes wants 5th position. It's as simple as that.
Everton playing 5th place, they will avoid a Europa League eliminator at the end of August. That is something that David Moyes has set his sights on. Lescott to pick out Cahill. Here's Philip Neville. Now Saar, former Manchester United teammates, of course. Osman anticipating the run then of Jakobsen. That's a really good ball in to pick out Fellaini, and Osman is onto it sharply. There's a great chance again for Everton, who are cutting West Ham open here.
Well, the key to this is an early ball in from Jakobsen. Picks out big Fellaini, lovely cushion header. Coming across Osman, doesn't make good contact. Second opportunity spurned there by Everton. But the important factor for David Moyes is that they are creating opportunities.
Osman, who appeared off the bench against Tottenham last weekend. It was his 200th Everton appearance, and to give it a degree of symmetry, actually made his debut for Everton against Tottenham. Fellaini strong. Here's Pina, held up again by Neil. Fellaini needs help. It's been provided now by Baines. 4 to pick out inside that West Ham penalty area. Baines couldn't find any of them.
Leighton Baines was trying to thread that ball through the eye of a needle. Obviously a very difficult pass to accomplish. I think with Cahill, Saha and Osman all in the box waiting, the cross should have been put in nice and early.
Franco Zola, now assisted of course by Steve Clarke and Kevin Keane. Both of them have recently signed new 4-year contracts with West Ham United. West Ham, who are also new investment as well because of the problems faced by their Icelandic owners. Shot challenge there by Tompkins. The guy prepared to play the advantage initially.
Well, the first 15 minutes has been one-way traffic, hasn't it? I would think that Zola is just satisfied at this moment that his team are still on level terms, because they haven't really settled down at all. It's been total domination of the ball from Everton, created opportunities, but still have yet to find the back of the net.
Leighton Baines in discussion with Leon Osman. Baines is having a good look at this. Robert Green has 3 in his West Ham defensive wall. Chipped in by Osman, helped away by Upson. Tompkins to complete the clearance. Everton have been so effective from set plays throughout the season, whether it be corners or free kicks or throw-ins. 21 of their 50 goals have come from situations like that. I just assumed that it would be Stoke City who are top of the list because of the effectiveness of Rory Delap's long throws. On by Lunga. Collison to search out Kovac, who in turn has picked out Neil. Upson trying to pick out Tristan. Baines needed Pinar's assistance. West Ham eager to get on with the game. Lunga having won that free kick. Here's Tristan. Just kept the ball in play there. There was an anxious moment, certainly for Everton. They weren't anticipating that West Ham would take that free kick so quickly then.
Well, they have been playing regularly offside in the opening 15 minutes of this game, and it's the first occasion that it hasn't succeeded for them. And if Tristan's first touch had been better, then he would have been in for a goal-scoring opportunity.
Tristan, a former Spanish international striker whose career has been revived since he joined West Ham. He was struggling in Italy's Serie A with Livorno last year. Here's Osman, closely watched by Lunga. Morton. Here's Kovac. Now Collison. Major plus for West Ham to have Jack Collison available before the end of the season, having dislocated a kneecap against Wigan at the start of March. Water won the header. Carroll took a bang in the ribs. Sarr. Pinar's made the run for him. Timely interception by Lucas Neal, who looks to get West Ham going again now with Tristan. Di Michele making his way into the penalty area. Bournemouth is there to offer support. And the gap suddenly closed for Diego Tristan.
Well, I mentioned that Tristan doesn't have electrifying pace, but he's got clever movement. Runs across the line here to stay onside. Receives the ball in a wide area. Always wanting to come onto his left foot. Unfortunately, the shot really didn't match the movement.
33 now, Diego Tristan has his partner up front here for West Ham, David Di Michele. Brazil had a wonderful playing record in his time at Chelsea against Everton. That's just one of the 13 fixtures he was involved in. Here's Osman, away from Ilunga. Stung the fingers of Robert Green, but a second chance in this first half already for Leon Osman.
Well, I just wondered if Osman here could have slipped this ball to his right to Fellaini. Makes a clever little run down the side of Upson. Osman didn't see him, went for goal, but it was a straightforward save because it was straight at Robert Green.
Lescott looking for Fellaini, helped away by Lunga. More than a year since James Tompkins made his West Ham United debut in a 1-1 draw here at Goodison Park against Everton. Another graduate of the West Ham Academy who's come through to establish himself this season. Sarr. Brushed aside then by Neil. Alert to the danger. Nigerian international who's had his injury problems this season. Run back by Cahill. Here's Sarr. Fellaini. Helped on again by Neville. Cahill's cross. Out by Upson. Only as far as Jakobsen. On again by Osman. Getting very congested just ahead of Robert Green, the West Ham United goalkeeper.
Shut the line off, Ozzy.
Everton far more assertive than they were in the opening 45 minutes against Tottenham Hotspur last Saturday, the fixture here which ended 0-0. David Moyes honest enough to accept perhaps that Tottenham had the better of the first half on that occasion. Here, far more positive.
There's a slight reluctance for Everton when they're in possession to go out to the right. They do favour this left-hand side. And Jakobsen, if they only realised, has found himself in plenty of space. Even this moment now, if he could change play, unfortunately he trips and gives West Ham possession.
Firm challenge there by Yobo. There's Jakobsen then, who is featuring from the start here for Everton for the first time at Goodison Park. All his previous appearances in the Premier League have been in away games. Former Danish international defender who was playing in the Bundesliga with Nuremberg last season. Still no Tony Hibbert for Everton. A neck injury has ruled him out of the last two games, and he did have a fitness test earlier today to check his availability. Bates. Baines delivers the cross, which is easily dealt with by Upson. Collison. Di Michele. His trickery got him away from Lescott. This time claiming a handball there by Joleon Lescott. Sarr quick to put Green under pressure. Cushioned by Fellaini. This was far too long for Zaha. Bournemouth. Tristan has made the diagonal run for it. Bournemouth again, expecting a lot of Noble, but he got there just ahead of Fellaini. Lunga, who's developed into one of West Ham's most consistent performers this season. Di Michele. There's Kovac. It's a decent attempt, it's a magnificent goal! It's a goal from absolutely nothing by Radislav Kovac! It's his first in the Premier League for West Ham United, and what a goal it was! Everton backed off, and they and Tim Howard were punished!
Kovac absolutely delighted. Cahill, he's distraught because he realised he should have come out earlier, it closed him down, but give credit to Kovac. He controls the ball, looks up, has a look where the goals are, and he smashes it. The ball always veering away from Tim Howard. He had absolutely no chance of stopping this. A terrific drive, must be all of 35 yards.
taking the ball from Tristan. Saha winning the header with Tompkins. Gibson getting the better of the exchange with Pina. Di McCabe. Neville. Here's Fellaini. He's had a go.
Well, he was trying to copy what Kovac did at the other end. The only difference was on this occasion, Noble recognises the danger and he's quick to close him down, really rushing the shot from big Fellaini.
Fellaini scored 5 goals in his last 9 games. Most recently in Everton's 2-0 success at Sunderland. Everton's record signing. Joined from Standard Liège back in August for £15 million. Chested down by Sarr. He's looking for Osman. Instead he found Noble, who claimed there that he was fouled by Leon Osman. Now Saha. Can't get away from Upson. It's Cahill. Cahill goes down, challenged there by Tompkins. There is a penalty to Everton. And there is a red card as well for James Tompkins. The 20-year-old is dismissed for denying a clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity. West Ham are furious. But they are reduced to 10 men now following that challenge by Tompkins and the bursting Cahill.
Well, there's no doubt about the trip from Tompkins. I don't think it warranted a red card. But certainly, that's a great example for any midfield player, how to join in with the front. Louis Saha had possession and Cahill recognised it, quickly going past him, taking possession. One-on-one he would have been with the goalkeeper. Lucas Neal was definitely the last man. Tompkins wasn't the last man, but I can understand Phil Dowd interpreting that as a goal-scoring opportunity, and sadly for the case of the game, as a neutral, West Ham are now reduced to 10 men.
West Ham reduced to 10 men and now relying on their goalkeeper Robert Green, who saved last weekend from Liverpool Steven Gerrard, although Gerrard popped in the rebound, and Green, who's got this magnificent record in penalty situations such as this. He also saved from Jason Roberts of Blackburn Rovers at the start of the season. Now he faces Louis Saha, who beat him twice at Upton Park when Everton came from behind to win 3-1. And Green is playing the mind games. He's standing to one side of his goal. It's Saha who's made it 1-1. The returning Louis Saha with the equalising goal.
It was important that Louis Saha stayed cool, despite the fact that Robert Green was trying to intimidate him. He didn't rise to the bait. I know, as a penalty taker myself, many years ago, that could be really off-putting when the goalkeeper does take up one side like he did, but Louis Saha made his mind up where he was going to put it, didn't change his mind, that was important, and put it calmly into the corner of the net. Robert Green diving the wrong way.
Just showing a little bit of uncertainty at the back. We saw the back pass from Yoba, which was pounced upon by Tristan. Given away by Noble. Here's Pina. Fellaini. Saha. Exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to try that curl up, left-footed around Green.
He'll be disappointed with this effort. Once again, West Ham slow to close him down. Once you recognise he's on his left foot, there's only one thing on his mind, and that's to try and curl it towards that far corner, but he got it hopelessly wrong, and that goes down as a wasted opportunity for Louis Saha.
A lively first half at Goodison Park. Radoslav Kovac with his first goal in the Premier League, putting West Ham in front. It was a magnificent effort by Kovac, but then Phil Dowd involved in controversy when he decided to award Everton a penalty kick when Tim Cahill had been tripped by James Tompkins. Tompkins, the young defender, then shown a red card, and Louis Saha on his return to the starting 11 here, scoring from the penalty spot to make it 1-1. He scored 2 at Upton Park when Everton came from behind to win 3-1 there, but here at half-time at Goodison Park, it is Everton 1, West Ham United 1. So West Ham down to 10, James Tompkins having been sent off just before Louis Saha got the equaliser for Everton from the penalty spot, and a double substitution here by West Ham United at the start of the second half. Carlton Cole, back from injury, is on alongside Jonathan Spector, and there is Cole winning the first free kick for West Ham here, having been challenged by Yobo. It's David Di Michele and Diego Tristan, the two have gone off.
Yeah, I think it's a sensible move by Gianfranco Zola. Fairly predictable that he would keep his back four intact, take Kovic out, and Spector has gone full back with Lucas Neal playing alongside Matthew Upson. It's a little unfortunate on the front two. Tristan and Di Michele, they did quite well in the first half, but Carlton Cole fresh. He'll look to give them something extra up front.
Poor free kick by Noble, nothing extra from that attempt by Mark Noble, whose season will be extended doubtless with England at the European Under-21 Championships. Cahill. Now Neville. Jakobsen is available to him. So to Osman. His first touch wasn't particularly impressive. Cahill then challenging Noble. Collison had already gone down, having been caught by Osman. Everton bidding for a double here against West Ham United. They enjoyed a 3-1 success at Upton Park back in November. Last season here at Goodison Park it finished 1-1. Marked the end of Tim Cahill's season way back in March when he picked up one of those dreaded metatarsal injuries. Saad doing his best to hold off Neal. As you mentioned, Trevor, Lucas Neal now playing alongside Matthew Upson in the centre of defence.
Well, he's got plenty of experience, hasn't he? But I would think for Everton and their manager David Moyes, who's obviously very keen to finish 5th, they've got every opportunity now playing this 45 minutes with an extra man. And of course they've heard the news half time that Aston Villa are a goal behind at Middlesbrough, so there's every incentive for them to go on and try and claim that 5th position.
Here's Baines, watched there by Bournemouth, who just shinned the ball to safety for West Ham. Everton have the first corner of the second half. Another opportunity for Lescott and Yobo to go forward. Cahill always a threat in the air. 6 of Tim Cahill's Premier League goals this season have come from headers. It's Yobo! It's 2-1 here to Everton. Yet another Everton goal from a set play. That's 22 they've managed this season already. Joseph Yobo with his first Premier League goal this season, totally unmarked then.
Everton's second goal of the
and it's a year since he was last on target for Everton, but now he's put them in front.
Well, it's really poor marking from West Ham, 3 against 3, but they allow Yobo to escape. Kovac, he should have been closer to Yobo, and Yobo, given all the time in the world, controls the ball and then hits it low and hard, takes a touch off Matthew Upson. In fact, it goes through his legs and beats the player on the goal line, and Everton take the lead.
Everton left it late at Upton Park when they scored 3 goals in the last 7 minutes, having gone behind to a goal for Jack Collison on that occasion. Here it was Radoslav Kovac who put West Ham in front. Collison has pushed further forward in the second half to try and give Cole a little bit of extra help. Osman with the run for Jakobsen. Saar's in there! It came away off Spector's shoulder. It's gone out for a corner kick to Everton.
Well, there were shouts for a penalty, but when the ball was played in for Osman, it was a delightful ball. Saar Gomez onto it, and I thought that ball would have nestled in the back of the net. Disappointing header from Zaha, great opportunity wasted.
Upson has made his way forward. Kovac also in there, together with Ilunga. It's Upson! It was a free header, directed straight at Howard.
Well, nobody goes with him. Jakobsen, he's more concerned with the man on his outside, but he allows Upson to get on the inside. Free header.
Okay. On by Pina, looking for the return pass there from Fellaini.
The Spectre can't have too many complaints. He blocked Pina off. A little bit of back chat to the referee. He goes in the book.
There's also another word with Lucas Neal. There's been an ongoing debate between the West Ham United skipper and the referee, Phil Dowd. Further action thought necessary on this occasion.
Well, there's the block. Clever little 1-2 between Pina and Fellaini. Quite clearly Pina got goal side of Spectre. He realised it.
Neville and Pina, the two over this free kick. Bones has stood aside for once. Driven in by Pina, well gathered by Green. Had to readjust his feet quickly then to make sure that he got both hands to that Stephen Pina free kick.
He actually tries to surprise the keeper, doesn't he? Because he only takes 2 steps, but he generates a lot of power behind that effort.
Noble. Now Ilunga. Done by Collison, looking again for Ilunga. Here's Cole, it's a lovely turn by Carlton Cole. He went down very easily then when challenged by Yobo. For encouragement here for West Ham.
It was an excellent turn actually, but I just wonder, you know, if Carlton Cole could have got the shot away quicker. He took an extra touch, and as a result of that, lost a goal-scoring opportunity.
Cole now on the goal line, just ahead of Howard. Upson forward, Kovac also in there. It's come through to Upson, there's a big shout for a handball there from West Ham. And those appeals have been turned aside by Phil Dowd. West Ham feeling aggrieved. They do, however, have a free kick here for the foul on Kovac.
But once again, another free header for Matthew Upson. He's certainly finding space in the opposing penalty box on set pieces.
Morton. Kovac stepping in just ahead of Fellaini.
Well, the shouts here for a penalty as the header comes in for Matthew Upson. Well, I can't see how that could possibly be a penalty. Well, it strikes the arm of KO, but he had his back to the play, so how could that be intentional?
West Ham doing their best to get back into this game, having taken the lead and now seeing themselves trailed by 2-1. Morton. Here's Collison. And come back through to Morton. Here's Cole. Kovac is available. We know what he can do. More effective with his right foot than his left. Zaha.
Once again, good play from Zaha. After a slow start, he's really come well into this game. Obviously given great confidence with the goal that he got. At the moment, he's certainly holding the play up very, very well, and his movement is causing plenty of problems. I'm not quite sure how to handle him.
Here is Saha. Easily got away from Neil then.
He's got good variation, hasn't he? He's got the ability to go in behind, also likes to drop off, get the ball to feet, and once he gets turned, he picks up pace, and he's a real problem when he starts running at defenders.
Everton taking something of a risk with Louis Saha, who they signed from Manchester United back in August. It was injury problems over the years, and this has also been an injury trouble season. Person caught in possession. Cahill. Now Baines. Morte steps in just ahead of Pina. Pina being fouled there by Morte. Fugard prepared to let that go initially. Baines. There's Pina, waiting for the run of Baines. He's able to deliver the cross. It took a deflection, that. Punched away by Green.
Well, that didn't look less than distinguished goalkeeping from Robert Green, but you've got to give him credit because it's so difficult in this wind.
Pina now. Pass from Pina, which was right across the face of goal. Fellaini might have just got a touch to that. Oswald. Now Jakobsen. Here's Neville. As you mentioned, Trevor, the wind is swirling inside Goodison Park at the moment, and that cross from Baines had taken a deflection.
Yes, it's stayed in the air for so long, and in the end I think Robert Green made the right decision to try and punch it.
Spring-like afternoon at Goodison Park. Torrential rain here last weekend for the visitor Tottenham Hotspur. Kovac looking to free Cole. He's quick to put pressure on Yoba. Doing his best to get away from Yobo. Back from Everton now with Cahill. Fellaini. Cahill has continued his forward run. In by Baines. Deflected by Morte. Eased away by Neil. That's caught in possession then by Cahill.
Well, there were plenty of shouts there, weren't there, for a handball against Lucas Neil. You have to add, they're all from the Everton fans.
Here's Neville. Fellaini. Plenty of movement, as you might expect from Everton in this second half against 10 men. Pina. Done by Cahill. Given away by Cahill. Cole. Looking for Morte. It's a beautiful ball by Cole. It's Morte who can't finish. Fantastic opportunity for West Ham United. Cole had picked out the run, but Louis Morte then, when confronted by Tim Howard, couldn't find the target.
Well, you just wonder how many better chances than that West Ham are going to get in this second half.
See from Morte's reaction that he knew that may have been the moment for West Ham in this second half as they search for their equaliser. Now here's Cole. Howard gratefully holds on at the second attempt. Everton now showing their vulnerability at the back.
Brilliant ball, Cole in behind Lescott. One touch, He just never realised where Howard was. Good starting position by the goalkeeper.
Out jumps Lescott. Back come West Ham now with Stanislas. He's got away from Osman. It's a great run by Stanislas. Came away from Howard, and Cole just unable to react for a blistering turn of foot there by young junior Stanislas.
Well, you're asking for trouble as a defender if you continually back off as far as Everton did then, encouraging Stanislas to go forward and take the shot on.
Hale with a cross. Lovely clearance that by Alunga, but he's also been able to pick out Morte. Spectorien trying to search out Stanislas. Stanislas, who's signed a new extended contract with West Ham alongside James Tompkins, who was dismissed in the first half, of course, and also Mark Noble. Another of those two come through the West Ham youth setup. Cole holding off Yoba. Real with Kale. Two Australian international teammates together. A free kick to West Ham. Phil Dowd had seen an infringement there by Rodwell.
It's a terrific run, this from young Stanislas. He benefits from the fact that Jakobsen continues to back off, afraid to commit himself. Stanislas takes the shot on, and Howard is a little fortunate that Carlton Cole wasn't closer as he lost possession of it.
Stanislas, who scored his first West Ham goal on his first start in the Premier League against Sunderland, a game that West Ham won 2-0. Hadn't featured in the first team before March. Pinar's cross, easily gathered by Green. It's a massive clearance by the West Ham goalkeeper to try and pick out Cole. Stanislas now trying to put pressure on Jakobsen. Already secured a top six finish for the third successive season. Fourth time they've done so in the last 5 seasons. Coming into this round of fixtures, Aston Villa had 58 points, but a slightly inferior goal difference to Everton. 5th place remains the aim for David Moyes' team. Rodwell. Superb run this by the youngster Jack Rodwell. Baines now. Everton continue to search for their 3rd goal. And a couple of wake-up calls from West Ham in this second half. Cole and Morte with opportunities to nick an equaliser.
Well, that was a wasted ball from Yobo. They've got the extra man, there's no need just to put that ball aimlessly into the penalty box. They've had some good controlled possession, Everton, but on that occasion there, Yobo just trying to force the issue a little bit. It's not needed.
Baines. Cahill and Pinar, the two ahead of him. A vicious crossfield pass by Rodwell to search out Jakobsen. Another impressive contribution by the 18-year-old. Here's Osman. Saha was looking for the touch. Hobson's clearance only as far as Rodwell. Pinar now. Brilliantly done by Stephen Pinar. He's looking for Saha. That's number 3 for Everton, a second for Louis Saha. It's deja vu. It's just the And as was the case on that occasion, Louis Saha has helped himself to two, set up then brilliantly by Steven Pienaar.
What a dummy this is by Pienaar. Totally Phil Spector, goes to the byline, puts it across the box. Easy tap-in for Louis Saha, who really does deserve his second goal because he's been excellent this afternoon. But it's all about Pienaar, absolutely brilliant. And then just calmly puts it across the box. He more or less says to Saha, go on son, put this in the back of the net. And he does with ease.
(3-1) then to Everton, 2 for Louis Saha. Joseph Yobo having put them in front at the start of the second half. West Ham having gone in front through Radoslav Kovac before they had James Tompkins sent off. Gianfranco Zola has said that the Europa League remained a target for West Ham United. There are those who've said that could be a distraction for a squad which has been stretched, but Zola has said it would benefit some of the younger players in his squad. And he hasn't been afraid to introduce some of those youngsters this season, the likes of Tompkins and Noble, who's now established himself. Stanislas has come through, as has Jack Collison.
He probably feels now that the game has gone away from him, but he's probably reflecting also on 2 incidents some 10 minutes ago, in the space of what, 1 minute 30 seconds. Boa Morte and then Carlton Cole had 2 glorious opportunities they wasted.
Cahill. Saad, this for number 3, denied by Green. Rumbles following up. Cahill, brilliant save by Green. Magnificent recovery by the West Ham goalkeeper. Did he get a touch to that? Did he just turn it away and onto the crossbar? Saar squandering his chance to get his hat-trick goal. Tim Cahill desperately close to getting the 4th there as well for Everton. Could be an uncomfortable last 10 minutes or so for West Ham. Neville on by Saha. Cahill can't gather, he was offside anyway.
Well, my first impression was that Robert Green didn't get a touch to it, but we'll soon see. This is the chance for Saha, takes up this right foot, that's a brilliant save, there's no doubt about that. Then Robbo stands it up at the back post, it holds in the wind, Cahill has to delay it, off the crossbar, and I think the fact that the wind just held the ball up really benefited West Ham, it didn't benefit Cahill at all.
But Moyes will know that Louis Saha is back to full fitness again and back with a couple of goals here at Goodison Park as well. West Ham United, who started impressively, went in front with a magnificent goal, the first ever in the Premier League for Radoslav Kovac, came and stuck after James Tompkins had been sent off by Phil Dowd when he tripped Tim Cahill, denying Cahill a clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity. Saha equalised from the penalty spot. Joseph Yobo there claiming Everton's second goal despite the deflection off Matthew Upson, and it was Saha who wrapped it up for Everton when set up by Steven Pienaar. 3-1 then to Everton here at Goodison Park, just as it was at Upton Park back in November. But West Ham will also point to the opportunities which came the way of Carlton Cole, and particularly Louis Boa Morte when it was just 2-1. Everton then can look ahead now to Fulham and to Chelsea, but here at Goodison Park, as they say their farewells this season, it has finished Everton 3, West Ham United 1. Gianfranco, ultimately frustrated today, having gone in front and then having had James Tompkins sent off just before half-time?
Yeah, I think it was very frustrating. We know it was going to be a difficult game, and to be honest, we didn't start in the best way, but we got a goal and we were holding up very well, and the penalty just came at the wrong moment, and we losing also James Tompkins was a big thing for us.
You've had an opportunity to see the incident again. Do you think it was a justified dismissal?
No, the referee was there. Maybe it was penalty. I don't know whether it was necessary to send him off. But as I said, the referee was there and he judged it like that. But we can only accept it.
Well, David, you said last weekend you didn't start too brightly against Tottenham. The first half hour maybe was second best. Not the case today, and yet you find yourself a goal down.
No, far from it. I thought we were terrific in the first 20-30 minutes. We're passing, we're play. We just couldn't pick that final pass, or we couldn't, the final cross. And then we found ourselves a goal down. So that was a shock to us, but we had played well enough not to be in that situation.
It was a bit of a bold for you, that goal from Kovac, wasn't it?
It was, and we're disappointed. Maybe we could have got out a bit quicker to the shot, and the ball moved a little bit. But overall, as I said, our play was really good. I was pleased the way the players started the game. I was pleased the way we went about it, and just disappointed that goal went in.
And then to get the penalty, obviously the dismissal as well, doubtless Gianfranco Zola would say, would change the game. Yeah,
and it was a double whammy. Nobody likes it. You get a penalty kick and a player gets sent off. It's not what you want, but it is the rules. It was a penalty kick. There's no question about that. But as I said, I don't think any of us in football really like the rule where they get sent off. It should possibly be judged on its merit. And I don't think the boy went to sort of deliberately sort of make a real job of pulling him down.
Considering everything, I repeat, I'm very happy about this, the way the team has played this year, and I'm sure next year we're going to come back stronger.
Everton gave their home fans a terrific performance in their last home game of the season. Louis Saha scoring twice as they beat West Ham 3-1.